lads. Hey, it's your boy. What's going on, Jack? Just got off of work. Nice. Hope you're not too dead. Lily's hanging out for a little bit. No audio for Geordi. Are you serious? Are you for real? Oh no! Dead ass. Yeah, so we can hear him now. Oh my god!
I am upset.
You've got to be Geordi.
I knew I should have. I'm an idiot for not putting.
The music was loud as hell. Yeah, sorry, but I was using a virtual cable to port in the music, but I guess it cut off all the desktop audio. So, Geordi, you want to...
Alright! It's like the stream didn't even fucking begin, right?
Yeah! Start over. Hey, guys, what's up? Welcome to the stream.
Thank you, Jack, for joining and letting us know that this was a thing.
Our guardian angel letting us know. We've been live for half an hour.
I spent half an hour talking to the void, essentially.
I liked it. I liked your recap. Okay, so we're gonna
Take two.
We're gonna skip through that on the VOD. So hello guys, if you're watching this from the VOD, we just spent half an hour talking to nothing and nobody because Geordi's audio got messed up by yours truly.
I was talking to nothing and nobody. Matt was talking to you guys.
Yes, you were hearing my stupid remarks to his recap that no one else could hear. So,
I'm gonna like record this. I'm gonna edit that section of just like, yep, there's no audio for me, and I'm just gonna cut to like randomly when you pipe in.
Yep.
And it's gonna be like, what the fuck are they talking about?
Out of context. So yes, we're doing a VOD, just real quick, we're doing a VOD system. They'll be on my channel, Sing the Dragon. You can go check them out. But for now, Geordi is going to restart the recap for the first 5 sessions that we've done, just to give anybody else who comes in watching this VOD context for the preceding campaign events. So, hey, Geordi.
Okay.
Take two.
This is the adventures of Jocelyn Reveal on the Infinite Sea.
Yes.
Jocelyn Reveal being my character, the half-elf gunslinger. Oh my good lord. So the adventure begins with...
Hey, Jeff! Hey, you'll be here to hear this, so...
My mind is now broken. So the adventure begins with Jocelyn, aka me, on a cargo ship making a delivery of whatever. Bread? I remember there's a lot of bread.
It was bread,
get that
some lumber, and some general supplies for like stores on the Tiefling territory, which I have.
Oh yeah, it was to the Tiefling territory. That's right.
Yes, and I do have a name for it now. I
gotta write this down.
If I can find in my notes here. Yeah, fun times on the stream today, boys.
Great times, great times.
The Tiefling territory is named Carcius.
Okay, that was not good.
What happened?
My voice mod thing shut off, so my mic wasn't picking up anymore.
Oh, shoot.
So I was about to start talking into the void again, except this time very literal. Because then you wouldn't have heard me.
Yeah.
I'll get the name of the Tiefling territory after this. I got very fucked up there. So yeah. Making delivery to Tiefling territory. We don't get there. A pirate ship attacks my cargo ship. Not my cargo ship, I just work on it. I was technically one of the repair people on the ship in case things go wrong. I try to start escaping. I go through the cargo hold to get to where I know one of the little escape dinghies are. And there are 3 pirates sitting there waiting. And I decide I'm gonna fight through them. One of them being the orc. I blow his fucking hand off with my pistol. He dies. I ignore the other 2 because I don't want to die, and I start booking it for the little dinghy. There are 2 more pirates sitting at the dinghy, and I just give up. Not gonna risk my life trying to fight through 2 more people just to get the fuck out. So they bring me back up to the top deck. The captain of the pirate ship, Captain Ivy Redstring, is sitting there. She gives everyone 2 options. Take the dinghy and leave, or join her crew. It's very split amongst the cargo ship's crew members. I choose to join the pirate ship. So, I join her. She's very fascinated with my guns. She asked if she could see one. I'm like, yeah, sure, whatever. I hand her one of my guns. She's like, this is very, very nice. She turns and shoots her first mate and kills her. Says, how would you like to be my first mate? I'm like, okay, as long as I don't get fucking shot. She's like, yeah, she was a traitor. She was planning a mutiny. Okay. So now I'm part of Ivy's pirate crew. I spent a day pretty much exploring the ship and kind of meeting a few of the people. Then Ivy offers me, just say, a choice of one of 3 jobs. Job A is, there's another cargo ship hauling a lot of gems. Go raid that ship, bring back as much as you can. Job B, go do some exploration and map out the area out west. Job C is take out an enemy galleon. And that's about it. Maybe find rations. Loot whatever you can on their ship. Like, okay, I'll do job C. Get rid of the competition. Less competition, the better. So, she gives me... I forget the name of the ship. Not like the name of the ship, but like what type of ship it is.
It's a, the ship that you're raiding is a galleon.
The ship I'm piloting, sailing.
Ah, that is a Drummond.
That thing.
Long Viking type warship.
So yeah, she gives me one of those ships, and she asks, do I want a big crew or a small crew? Big crew, not as experienced. Small crew, pretty experienced. I'm like, I want the small crew. So she gives me small crew, experienced fighters. Consists of like, what, 15 various crew members, alongside with a weaponsmith dragonborn named Salenth.
Yes.
A sailmaster dwarf named Utir. A half-elf doctor named Aldrich. And a morale officer, wood elf named Nimri. So, me and my crew start sailing off to go find this galleon. It's supposedly like 3 days out-ish, I think.
Mm-hmm.
So we start sailing out. One of the nights, we anchor up and wait. And a Seguin fish person decides to board us. I go up and start trying to talk to it. It don't speak a lick of English. I play some really stupid charades with it. It wanted a trident and a ring that apparently was on the boat. I don't know why, don't know how. I'm like, alright, you can fucking take it. Just get the fuck out of here. So, he takes them, and fucking grab him, kill him, and then tries to crush my ship. Thank God the ship's made of, like, fucking, I don't know. Because the thing does not want to break that easily. We fight this octopus. We, cut off its tentacle. It fucking retreats. I don't think it died. It retreats. We have a lot of octopus. Nobody knows how to fucking store it, though, because that went bad really fast. I also took a beating from that thing.
Ship, boy. It's actually a little bit stronger than oak, but
A giant octopus tried crushing the ship in half and it didn't do it. In time to have its tentacle cut off. Yeah, I took a beating. I had to rest up because I took something that Aldrich was testing and it had some really bad side effects. So yeah, I was knocked out for a day or two or something. Woke up, we're low on rations, there's an island. I'm like, alright, let's go on the island and see what we can find. The island starts shooting at us because there's a fucking fort on it. Mahogany?
close.
I don't even remember. It's like, isn't it like purple wood?
Yes, it is a deep purple wood.
I'm so sad that that ship's gone now. It's like my favorite color, and it's gone.
Yeah, that was one of the biggest things. He examined it. He wasn't sure of the name, but he could tell that it was a very... It's a very solid wood. Like how you can like knock on wood and there's a little bit of a... It's a very small bit of echo to it. When he knocked on this wood, there was nothing. It was just that dense. That was a very tough wood to break through.
So sad. That was such a nice ship. I want another one. So yeah, the ship's the island shooting at us. We fucking about face the ship somehow and just leave. Sail for a little bit longer and we meet up with the galleon. My weaponsmith Salient, he's like, hey, we can fire on him right now. Get the first shot off. I'm like, no. Let him come close and board us. Because then we'll have the advantage. The galleon does just that. They board us. And we fight them. We win. I nearly die. Common theme. I'm a gunslinger. I'm not meant for fighting. But yeah, so I nearly die, but fight off the 3 pirates that are after me while the rest of my crew fights off the rest of their crew and wins, somehow. I'm not used to having NPCs that are good at their job. I shoot the captain twice, non-lethal, just more to shut him the fuck up. We tie him up, keep him captive. I recruit his first mate, who's a human warlock named Evelyn, who was initially thought to be tiefling.
Mm-hmm.
The only reason I'm bringing that detail up is because it'll make sense later.
Mm-hmm.
But in that process, we are swallowed by a fog called the Hungering Darkness, and we are transported to what is called the ethereal plane, which my ignorant ass keeps calling the elemental plane. Because that's essentially what it is to me right now. Because it's all I've seen. But yeah, so we're now sitting in a different place completely on this ship. Everyone's panicking or really confused. I'm one of the few people that's really confused. We try to sail, there's no wind to push our sails, so we have to kind of row our way along. And there's an island. And there's this one dude standing on this island. And he's like, I'm gonna take that ship and put you on the land, because I want to talk to you. And everyone's panicking again. As the ship is lifted pretty much out of the sea and put on the island. And then tilted so people will get off the fucking boat. I tell most of the crew to stay on the ship. Me, Evelyn, and Aldrich all get off the ship and try to talk to this stone man, whose name we later figure out is Gray. He doesn't speak a lick of common, but thankfully, Evelyn knows Terran. Convenient. Let's see. So yeah. Evelyn is my on-hand translator for Gray. Gray leads us to his village. The land tries to kill us a couple times as we are heading there. Because why not? We get to the village. Gray leads us into his house. starts explaining things. And he asks us, why are you here? I'm like, I don't fucking know. Just kind of got teleported here. I want to leave. And he's like, okay, hold on. Finds a book. He's like, all right, this is how you can get out. But I got to ask you a favor. And he's like, what's that favor? There's this god, right? And he's trying to fuse everything together. Can you kill him? Oh, yeah. Kill a god. No big deal. Right?
Nobody else thinks it's that big of a deal. Everyone else is just like, kill him. Kill the guy.
Ivy and Benimri are the only two sane people, and Ivy's not that sane.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah. So it's like, okay. Fucking sure. You just want me to kill him with this? And he pulls up my pistol, and I show him the pistol, and he's like, yeah, what is that? It's like, here, look at it. It's fucking... He looks at it, and he drops it, tries to catches it, and crushes it, breaks it. Doesn't crush it, but breaks it.
Mm-hmm.
So it's repairable, but it's fucked.
Mm-hmm.
I can't use it. I'm a little upset, but it's fine. I ask him, like, alright, if we do this, how about you join my crew and help us? Because this is not only going to affect us, it's going to affect you, so do your part in helping kill a god. Seeing as you think it's so easy. He's like, okay. Cool, man, great. So, we start heading back to my ship. Note through this entire thing, Aldrich is bewildered and fascinated by it all. He's like a child in a candy store. Very amusing. Gray's like, alright, you want to get there fast or slow? I'm like, faster the better. I want to get the fuck out of here. He's like, alright. He forms a box and he's like, alright, get in. This is essentially going to be a rocket. Like, what? And we go. And I'm surprised my bones didn't break in this travel.
Pulling out the
As we're going,
zoomies.
A gargantuan turtle wants to kill us.
Entirely made of stone.
Because reasons. We get back to the ship. The turtle dives after us not onto the ship, but at the ship. He knocks the ship a little bit, which catapults two of my crew members off the ship and effectively kills them when they land. At the moment, Jocelyn's not really too fazed by it. It's like, that fucking sucks, but we need to get the fuck out of here. So we start sailing again. Sail for a little bit, come across a island of fire. Essentially. And a bunch of imps are like, kill it. They fly at the ship, they start attacking everybody. I'm trying to fight off imps with one gun, because now that I don't have my second, I effectively lose my second attack. Which, I mean, isn't that great, but something. I have a chance. Yeah, I lose that fight. I die. I get knocked out. I wake up, like, I don't know, 3 days later. I wake up and we're on the island that we need for the portal. Cool. I get off the ship, I tell everybody, alright, get as much of the cargo as you can, and we're just gonna walk it through the portal, because we can't take the ship through the portal. Note, this entire time, we still have that captain captured in the ship.
Mm-hmm.
He's left there.
He's just sitting there with the ship.
So, he could still be alive, and he could come back later on in the campaign. It's completely up to Matt. I don't doubt it, but at the same time, that's going to be a hell of a story from this guy, because you know damn well he's going to explain his entire endeavor in full extravagant detail if he comes back, the way this dude acts. He's basically a theater kid.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so we leave this guy on the ship, because honestly, I kind of forgot about it. Not gonna lie, I completely forgot his existence. So, oh my god, if he comes back with the ship, I'm getting the ship back. Anyway.
Silver lining.
Gotta look at the bright side of leaving some dude alive who's gonna want to kill you later. If he survives this endeavor. So we go through this dungeon, essentially. And there's puzzles in this dungeon. And I'm fucking stupid. So to solve these puzzles, I solved none of these puzzles, essentially. I kind of solved the last one, but It was an accident. So, the first puzzle we come across is there's two statues, one of Medusa, one of a dude with... He has the key for the door around his neck. So the first thing I try to do, because I'm a greedy bitch, is try to yank the shield off, because I wanted the shield. Didn't budge. Like, alright, fuck it. Later on, I noticed that the key was around his neck. Like, okay, try to yank the key off. The key doesn't budge either. Fuck! And then Evelyn gives the clue, and I'm like, okay. How about this? Hey, Gray, break Medusa. Gray walks over, grunts, smash. Medusa's now dust. Dude comes to, and he's like, I guess that's how you can solve this puzzle. No, the actual solution is put a blindfold on the guy.
Mm-hmm.
And then somebody's supposed to take his place. Fuck no. Just break Medusa. He gives us a key. He's like, I got nothing left to do here. Like, how about you join my crew? Better than sitting here and doing nothing. He's like, alright, sure. So, recruited Shield Man. Never got a name for him. Still don't have a name for him. Maybe one day.
Someday.
The next puzzle that was thrown at me is the Mario 64 stairs. It's the stairs that never end. So yeah, we're walking down these stairs. IRL time, probably 20 minutes in this puzzle.
Mm-hmm.
Give or take, I don't fucking remember. Way too long. I remember it was way too long.
Yep.
We get the one clue written in the walls. I want to reiterate what that clue was, Matt, because I still don't remember what it said.
Yeah.
Something about darkness, and it's like, it's just dark, there's light.
Life leads us down dark roads, but sometimes this is necessary to see the light.
Yeah, that. Had no clue what the fuck that meant. And Aldrich's finally like... Well, at first I thought, well, okay, I lit a torch towards the beginning of this endeavor, so I just yeeted the torch down the stairs. Torch went out, we walked for a little bit longer, nothing happened. And Aldrich's finally like, no, all of us have dark vision, but technically Evelyn doesn't. But at the time, she was thought to be tiefling, so tieflings have dark vision.
Mm.
We all can see. And Aldrich's like, well, we can see. What if we close our eyes? And I'm like, what the fuck does that mean? We close our eyes, walk for like maybe 5 minutes, and we're at the bottom of the stairs. Dumb as fuck. I felt really stupid. But at the same time, I feel like I wouldn't be the only one stuck there, though. Fine. You need to put your other D&D group against that puzzle and see what they do if they don't watch this series.
I'll think about it. If not this one, then something very similar.
Something where it's like a really odd answer, but it's like it's kind of given to you anyway.
Yeah.
We get to the bottom stairs. So we're like, all right, and we find where the portal is. Except it's not open. It's not on. There's a pedestal. There's slots. There's also slots above the door. I don't know what the fuck's going on. I'm like, all right, Aldrich, go back upstairs and get the rest of them to come down the fucking stairs. All right, Aldrich goes back up the stairs. So me, Evelyn, and Gray are sitting here like, what the fuck do we do? I'm walking around, and I find a gemstone rock thing amongst the all rock everywhere. Take it, try to slot it into the pedestal. It doesn't fit. I'm like, fuck. But I remembered that there were slots above the door, so I tried it up there. It fit. The slot above the door closes off. I'm like, okay, cool. Find another one, do the same thing. And everything in the fucking dungeon starts shaking. And pretty much what I just did was turn on the self-destruct. A douchebag tiefling mage shows up, and he's like, oh, looks like you got pretty far and solved most of my puzzles. Cool. I guess you need this, and he holds up the key for the pedestal. That sucks. It's with me. I can't give it to you. I'm kind of just a hologram. Alright, have fun. And he's gone. Alright, cool. I'm gonna kill this fucker next time I see him. Fuck him. So... Evelyn starts panicking. Because she doesn't want to die, obviously. I'm like, alright, get your shit together. We can get out of here. There's no way there isn't a scapegoat to get the fuck out of here. She tries something. She rips the gem out of her amulet locket thing and shoves it in the pedestal. One of the rings lights up. in the room. I'm like, alright, cool. Maybe more. So it's like, hey, great. Go rip the shit out of the wall that I put in the wall. And he goes over, rips it out of the wall, hands it to Evelyn. Evelyn slots it in, uses some magic to fuse together, and the second ring starts glowing. It's like, alright, one more. We need one more. There's a third ring, gotta get it to light up. Fucking gem. And I remember, I have a ring. There's a gem in it. Maybe we can use that gem. Pull the gem out, give it to Evelyn. She slots it in, doesn't do anything. It's not enough. It's not big enough. Small gem. Use you, phone. It's like, alright, fuck, what else do we do? There's no other gem here. Not gonna lie, I started panicking a little bit, because I had no idea what else to do, and we were on a time limit. And Gray's like, hey, fucking, take my heart. Evelyn shoves it into the pedestal, the magic fuses it together, fucking third ring starts glowing, portal opens. You're like, alright, cool, that works. Hear people screaming in the stairwell as they're trying to get down the fucking stairs. Most likely dropped every single box they had. I think we're now about... Yeah, people start filing through the portal, and now we're about caught up to where I last left off. So everyone's filing through the portal. Last left off with a recap, I should say.
Yeah, that was...
That's what I meant to. I meant to say that. I just didn't finish the sentence.
That's fine.
People started filing through the portal, and Evelyn, Aldrich, and everyone's like, "All right, get through the fucking thing." Trying to shove me through, and I'm like, "Where the fuck's Zoot here? He's not here yet." I'm like, "Fucking, fuck you!" And I push past everyone and go back up the stairs. It's made me sad, upset. Utir got fucking crushed by a rock. He's dead as shit. There's another crew member who was almost crushed by a rock. He's just kind of trapped on the rock right now. So I help him out, and I fucking push him along, and we get the fuck out of the tower portal thing. And we land back on Ivy's fucking island. Conveniently enough. You know, I'll recap this again in a minute because I forgot about it. It'll make sense while I recap it in a minute. But yeah, we're on Ivy's Island. We walk into the little shanty town. And everyone's like, well, everyone walks into the shanty town that survived except for Gray. Gray runs off into the woods like a fucking Sasquatch. I don't know where the fuck he goes. I don't try to track him down. I just let him do his thing. I was assuming it's a smaller island, so I didn't assume he could get far.
Yeah. Reasonable.
So we all go into town, and everyone's like, "Holy fuck, they're back!" Ivy comes out. She's like, "Oh my god, you're back. Come with me. We got a lot to talk about." She drags me off to her fucking cabin hut thing. It's like, all right. What happened? I explained to her everything, and she's like, all right, cool. What really happened? I'm like, I just explained to you what just happened. All right, it's funny. It was funny the first time, but what actually happened? Ivy, I swear to God, that is what happened. So, for the most part, she does not fucking believe me.
Sidebar, to them, or to the people on the island, they were gone for 2 months.
That's right, I forgot about that.
And
nope, that thing was, that mission was like a week?
Maybe
give or take?
like 4 days. Something like that.
Because it was like 3 days to get to them, and then like...
Oh, yeah,
4 days to get back.
So yeah, it was supposed to be a week's time, but going through the ethereal plane and then coming back, they were gone for 2 months.
So yeah. So what to me felt like a week and a half, 2 weeks maybe, was 2 months. Because time, it works weird when you travel planes. Just look at Minecraft. I don't think time moves when you travel to different dimensions. I don't know. Anyway, so yeah. She's like, okay, fucking, and you recruited one of the enemy pirates? I'm like, yeah. She's pretty cool. Alright, well, let me talk to her. It's like, okay, cool. So Evelyn goes to talk to her. She somehow convinces Ivy that everything that happened. I have to reconvene with my, crew, make sure everyone's doing alright. Memory's extra depressed. Because I guess her boyfriend was on that boat, on that crew, and he did not make it through that endeavor alive. So I tried cheering her up, letting her know everything will be good, and then I offer her that I'll teach her how to shoot shit, essentially. I can teach you how to be good with the gun. And for the most part, that's going to be my permanent crew, is Thalen, Aldrich, Evelyn, Memory. Gray is, like, pseudo-permanent, till further notice. I have a goal for him that kind of ties into Matt's other campaign. Which you should check out on Tuesdays on the Real Tick.
Yep.
I think is the stream name.
Yeah, either go to... the information will be down there. You can either go straight to his channel, or I'll be hosting him on those days. So if you come back here, he'll pull you to that channel. Still check it out from there. So
this campaign and that campaign kind of run simultaneously. They're in the same universe. There's just different goals between the two parties.
Yeah, semi same timeline. Sometimes things go faster or slower depending on what each party is doing. But
what else? So yeah, get through that recap. Try to make my crew feel better. Everything starts going back to normal. Gray finally comes back. Everyone's bewildered by him. This is the next day. Everyone's bewildered by him. Ivy's gonna offer me a job to do something, because I really just do not want to sit on this island for too long. And pretty much an army of Seguin fish people storm up onto the beach and they're like, alright, one of you fuckers killed our diplomats. Like, what the fuck? First of all, I thought he was talking about the fish dude that got fucked by an octopus. I'm like, no, he died by natural means. But no, he was talking about, which is what I missed to recap, we discovered on that, purple ship that there was a dead fish lodged into the boat. Like, somebody ripped off a portion of the boat, shoved it in there, and then, like, mended it back together. Reasons. And we're like, oh, fucking what? I also got a staff off that guy. It's like, yeah, this fucking dude, you have this staff? Is this what you're talking about? Yes. Give. Hand them the staff. You can fucking have this stupid thing, I don't care. So yeah, we're like, well, we're not leaving until we figure out who did it. Some people are all for fighting the fish people. I'm like, no, just let's work with the fucking people. We do not need to lose more people for this shit. Plus, I really want to know who the fuck killed the fish man and shoved him in my boat. Fucking fucked up, dude. So, get to play fucking Sherlock Holmes. I'm running around trying to find... Well, first of all, we all convene. All the captains convene. Fuck the fishman. Don't fuck the fishman.
Fuck. I saw it. That would not be a pleasant experience.
No.
Probably. I don't know from personal experience, but
I shouldn't say it like I know how it would feel. I don't. But I don't think it would be good. When it's like 90% fish and the only difference is it's got legs and it can walk around. That's kind of weird.
2 sidebars. 1, Gray had left to try it because in the ethereal / elemental plane that they traveled through, Gray pretty much had like oh no, Jack.
UHN-gasm.
No. Why are you like this? But yeah, pretty much in the elemental plane, Gray had essentially control over all, like, Earth. Like, he could do some crazy stuff in the elemental plane. But here, he doesn't have that power yet. So he was going to test that, figured out that he doesn't have those abilities anymore. Second sidebar is that the person who was killed, shoved into the boat, was a diplomat. He was trying to extend peace offerings to the crew as part of like a negotiation between them and the Suhugans, but then was killed, so they never got back to him.
So yeah. And in this meeting, he's like, alright, well, there's the diplomat also had this amulet. So whoever did it has the amulet. Okay. Through this entire thing, I can't literally trust anyone. Not even my own crew. As much as I want to, everyone is a suspect. The only person that wasn't a suspect, that I could have an intelligent conversation with, mind you, is Evelyn. So I find Evelyn, I ask her about it. She's like, try checking places nobody has access to. Conveniently enough, that's 4 places. The kitchen and all 3 of the captain's cabins. Me being one of them. So I'm like, you know what? The kitchen's a really odd choice. Let's check there first. So I go to the kitchen, search it. I find a piece of the amulet. So immediately, I'm already kind of annoyed by this. So I'm like, okay, there's a piece. This can be one of 2 things. Let's go to my cabin and search that. I search my cabin, and there's a piece of the amulet underneath the mattress. Okay, next cabin. Search it. Find a piece in essentially inside like the bookshelf with books, with like the only row of books. Alright, there's a 3rd piece. Of course.
You also fucked that cabin up. That 3rd cabin? Oh, the next cabin, that's right.
Go to the next cabin, alright. It's gotta be in here, right? Search it. Can't find it. Fucking what? Excuse me? So I start taking everything in this cabin and yeeting it the fuck out the door. After almost getting everything out, except for the bookshelf itself, which was empty, as I'm trying to shove it out the door, Salith walks in and is like, what are you doing? I found almost all of these pieces and everywhere else that's restricted, except for here. It's gotta be here. He's like, Salith's like, you try looking for like a trapdoor thing? He's like, fucking search around the floor. There's a trapdoor under the bed. Fucking small hole. I'm like, alright, shoot the fucking hole. Shoot the hole, make it bigger, open it up. There's a chest in there. It's locked. And I'm like, shit. So, I try shooting it. I miss, because I'm an idiot, and I'm just frustrated. More because my dice don't want to roll nice for me sometimes. I start looking for the key. Key's not in there. Everything that was outside is gone. Everyone scavenged it immediately. So I try shooting it again. This time I literally put the gun next to the lock and fired. Open the chest. There's nothing in there except for jester clothes. Which Salith then decides to take and make fun of. What was it? Captain Anders, I think?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know who the fuck this is. I feel bad for him now. Because I not only got rid of... Pretty much gave all his stuff away. But now made him a laughingstock? I don't get it. I don't know what's going on. I don't know who this dude is. I don't know if he's bad or good. He's pretty much getting made fun of for no reason.
Well,
I can't find the last piece. Evelyn shows up, she's like, any luck? I found half of them. Or 3/4.
Yes.
It's like, okay, fucking... there's one more place I can check. Ivy's quarters. Because technically that would be restricted. We start making our way to Ivy's quarters, and some dude's sitting in there, and he's being like, fucking... finally I get a chance to kill all of you. It's like, oh, fuck. Great, bust down the door. Next gonna give it to you. Bust down the door. And the dude that's like batshit insane is like, what the fuck? I just poke around Gray's side. Hi. And this dude's like, you want to work with these fucking fish people who are going to try to take over the entire world? It's like, with how slow they talk, no. They're not going to do shit. They're fish. You're insane for thinking fish are that bad. And he's like, don't come any closer, I'll fucking blast you. I'm like, Gray, just grab him. Dude, blast Gray with fire. I find it funny, because Gray is made of rock, and fire is not going to do anything against rocks. Gray walks through it like it's nothing, picks the dude up, and holds him there. I walk over, try to get the gemstone out of the dude's hand. I'm like, just let it go, or we break your arm. He's like, no, I'm not letting it go. Like, Gray, break his arm. Gray decides to rip the fucking arm off. I'm like, okay, fine, whatever. Just fucking take the gem, toss the arm to the side. Evelyn, go get Aldrich so this dude doesn't die. Also tell Ivy that Evelyn's like, check his fucking arm for a tattoo. It's like, yeah, Ivy, you can check his arm now. He's not going to be moving. He's too busy screaming in pain. Actually, by then, he's knocked out from the pain. He's unconscious. Ivy checks his arm. He's a member of the Claw. Claw are douchebags.
Yep.
End of story.
Quick history. Mercenary company on the mainland. Do a lot of nefarious things to get jobs done. So.
Douchebags.
Yes.
Also, like 90% of them are soulless, aren't they?
Yes. Technically.
Pretty much the underlings are the soulless ones. The leaders have just a lot of power. So yeah, dealt with that situation. Got this dude knocked out in the fucking thing. That dude was apparently recommended highly by the Admiral. So now I have very little trust for the Admiral if he's recommending the Claw, because the way I say it is that Jocelyn's mother gave her a lot of basically boogeyman stories of the Claw and just not to trust them. So that's how I'm going to play that off. Mainly just because of what Matt has described to me the Claw being. It's like, I don't think any of my characters would ever trust this group. Minus like there's a specific 4 that would. Not trust them, but they know we can pay. Sebastian, Leon, and Rosalind Seraph. Those 4 would work with the Claw just because they know they can get paid from them easily. Anyway, it's neither here nor there. Solve all that. Talk to Ivy. It's like, alright, I'm ready to do something. She's like, alright, you can go do the exploration thing off to the west. Should be nice and chill, nice and easy. Like, alright, cool, that's fine with me. Whatever. Just as long as I can move. Alright, yeah, we'll give you a small boat. And who do you want to take? Like, I'm guessing you don't want to take Salith and Aldrich and them. They're pretty much a big thing. No, I want to take those guys. Em and Emery and Evelyn and Gray. It's like, okay, you're fucking weird. We've been through a lot, alright? Calm down. Anyway, so I get this thing. She's like, alright, you can meet the cartographer that's doing the mapping for you over there. What are you doing, Cat? You're gonna knock down my knee. So, like, a tiny little boat that I have that can fit 8 people.
Essentially, yeah.
With Gray counting as 2. So, yeah. I go meet this cartographer. I don't remember what his actual name is. Right now, I have him labeled as Cartographer Yeezy. He is a gnome.
His official name is Yeezim. Yexim. Right.
You gave some long name for him, and I'm like, I'm just going to call you Yeezy. And he's like, alright, that's cool.
If it works, it works.
He's a very laid-back gnome, has no fighting experience, not going to be fun. Feel like I'm going to have to fucking protect him from a lot of bad shit. And he's like, if I die, I die, it's whatever. I'm like, that's not how you fuck. So we sail along. We almost get caught by the fucking fog again, and I was going to lose my goddamn mind. And then, fucking, I don't even know, some fucking creepy-ass piece of shit climbs onto the boat, starts attacking us. I don't know what the fuck it is. All I know is it's got long, gangly fingers, and I don't like it. And that's where we are now, is in the middle of that fight.
So there we go. 5 sessions of recap. only 2 attempts to get it done. Then we are an hour and 18 minutes into stream. Time to start the game, boys and girls. Welcome back to Adventures on the Infinite Sea.
Can't wait to record this.
It's gonna be an interesting time.
Because I'm gonna have to actually edit this a bit.
Yeah.
I might need
Shouldn't be.
We'll talk about it later.
Yeah.
I might just need your login so I don't have to like finagle and upload somewhere to give it to you.
Right.
Just so I can upload it myself for you.
Mm-hmm.
And you can mess with the descriptions and all that later.
So we begin.
I guess I should have my dice ready now. Okay.
We begin with Jocelyn and her crew on a Canar, lovingly named. And they are now encountering what some would refer to as a sea hag.
I call it the creepiest fuck thing that comes out of the sea and needs to die.
It is pretty. It's not a looker. She's skinny, blue skin, long nails, and she has seaweed hair, like long, bright green seaweed hair, and just a disfigured look on her face. We ended last session with the encounter, so we are going to start that up from the beginning.
Man, I successfully shot her once too, and now I'm not going to be able to. I also still don't have my second attack because I gave Minimri my other pistol.
Yes. So she can fire it. She won't have the proficiency, but she can add her dex stuff to it. So, the sea hag is entered onto the ship, and she seems to eye all of you, letting out a raspy sort of chilling call from her mouth. And initiative starts with you, Jocelyn.
What are my trick shots? I will spend 1 grit and try to do my winging shot, which will knock it prone if it doesn't succeed in a strength save.
Alright.
Oh, my fucking... That save goes up, doesn't it? It does. So they have to beat a 14 now rather than a 13.
Ooh. Oh, did you bring up your...
I brought up my wisdom and my dex when I leveled up to 4.
Nice.
Can't wait for my proficiency to go up. When does that go up?
That should be 5th level.
Okay. I figured I didn't go up yet, I just didn't remember when. That's not happening anytime soon. Alright. I didn't write down the experience you told me last night. Fuck!
I think I put it
like
in the chat.
200? In the Discord chat or the...
Your Facebook chat.
Facebook chat.
Mm-hmm.
I'll find that while I'm doing this. Does 17 hit?
A 17 will hit.
Thank God.
Roll damage.
And the hag has to roll a strength save.
Strength save.
And
DC
it needs to
14.
beat a 14.
Oh, that's a whiff. She rolled an 8 total.
Well, she is knocked prone and she takes 13 damage.
Ooh. Alright.
My first gun! Like, my primary gun will do a fuck ton of damage. My secondary is just kind of like, okay, I just need... I also need to find the cards for Salient and Aldrich as well. Yeah, 200 experience. Okay. I'm at 3,050.
Yes,
Oh
you
boy.
are.
I need to get to 6,000 something. Did I not save these images? I feel like I saved them.
They'll get there somewhere, champ.
No, don't save them. It's D&D.
Alright. Is that it for your turn?
I'll do my bonus action to moralize everybody.
Alright.
Give everybody a +1 to their stuff.
Sweet. Is that for everything? Or is it for specific, like, saving throw, attack roll?
Choose a number of friendly creatures who can either see or hear you up to your charisma modifier. So 2 people.
Alright.
I'm gonna give it to Salenth and Aldrich.
Alright.
And the creatures you choose gain a +1 bonus to their attack rolls, damage rolls, and saving throws.
Ooh.
Lasts for 1 minute or until you use this feature again, whichever comes first.
Alright. So after you then would be Evelyn. And she's actually making a wisdom saving throw. Big yikes. Oh, actually, she does make it. So Evelyn is going to charge towards the sea hag, and since she does not have any of her magic, she is going to pull out a curved dagger and attempt to stab the sea hag. Yeah, she rolled a 19 and an 18.
Is it safe to assume that Salenth and Aldrich are my level, essentially?
So they...
Or what level are they?
They are 2nd level. But I will, as we go through your
They
use
can't
of
even be
them-
3rd?
Sorry, man.
Why are they 2 levels below me? Fuck.
That's how... Because I'm using the retainer... I'm using the retainer content from Strongholds and Followers, and it specifies that their leveling is every 2 levels for you. So,
That sucks. I also have no idea what the fuck I can do with Aldrich.
He has, I believe he has Chill Touch?
Chill Touch. That's it. That's all I get. And it doesn't even tell me what to do. Literally, it's just signature track. Chill Touch.
Well, Chill Touch is the spell.
I don't know what it does.
You can look it up.
It gives me no damage dice, no attack roll, nothing. Just
I mean,
touch.
you look it up on the book, either in the book or in D&D Beyond, because you can search up the spells in there.
But I have to watch the Twitch stream so I can see you in the Japanese movie style.
Oh shit! Sorry, guys watching the stream. The Strongholds and Followers thing popped up for a second. Yikes!
Hello. I see it.
Just pulling this up real quick so I can give you the deets on retainer stuff.
Just need the deets on 2 things that I have to use.
Alright, so Evelyn dealt 4 damage to it. She pretty much runs up and just with furious anger stabs into its shoulder. And you see it, like, it actually bleeds out almost like, it's essentially a clear viscous liquid as blood.
I have to note for VOD viewers and essentially Jack, who's here, he's the only one here. But my biggest fear at this point is the long, gangly finger things because of SCP. I fucking can't remember which one it is. But it's like, if people know it, people have watched Markiplier or any other horror person, it's the long, skinny, white thing with the really long fingers and shit. It's like, yeah, I hate it. I hate it so much. And anything with that style, it just irks me. There's an enemy in Psychonauts that has it, and it's, hate it. SCP-096 is what sparked this innate fear. I mean, fuck 'em. Dude, I fucking hate it. Hate it so much. I think in editing, I'll slap it somewhere on the screen real quick for people. I'm somehow becoming your editor. I'm gonna pay you to edit my videos someday, and then I'm just editing your D&D stuff now. No problem. Honestly, it's just something to do, especially because I'm tired of just hearing only my voice for like hours on end. Driving me insane. Hold on, Matt. You're not sound.
Oh, hi. Sorry. There we go. Am I good now?
Yes, you're good now.
Okay, cool. No sound free. Thank you guys. Appreciate that.
Well, here's the other issue.
I muted it because I got dinner, but I didn't realize I didn't unmute it.
I started playing because I like for some reason I thought about it, like, oh, I'm not getting music off Discord. Is it playing in playing in the stream? And I'm like, there's nothing playing in the stream. What happened?
Yeah, I muted that. Okay, so we're good now. So just recap this. So you saw Evelyn running up with the dagger into the shoulder. You see the hag in turn let out a screech and tear into Evelyn's leather armor, but it's not enough to give her damage. Just kind of scratches through and she backs up, bringing the dagger back up towards her. It's Aldrich's turn, and I need him to make a wisdom saving throw.
Is the squid just like a thing you get with it is?
I think so, yeah.
It's a standard thing. Right.
Okay, so under...
Okay.
So okay, hold on. So under primary ability, does he have wisdom as a primary ability?
No, but he has it as a save. His primary ability is intelligence, and his saves are intelligence and wisdom. And his skills are intimidation and religion.
So he's going to make this with a +3.
Damn. 18.
So you could see that Aldrich is like kind of is sort of repulsed by the disfigurement and just the overall appearance of the sea hag, but he doesn't seem to be phased enough to stop him.
I'm glad I actually have where my camera's facing, because you can now make sure I'm not fucking with the dice.
Yeah. Chill touch. So, Aldrich's chill touch. You create a ghostly spectral hand in the space of a creature. The range is 120 feet. He can make a ranged spell attack against them. On a hit, they'll take 1d8 necrotic damage.
Am I adding anything? What am I adding?
So
it's not gonna hit.
Do you see a DC on the,
No.
Okay. So I'm gonna say, as a necromancer, he's going to use a +5.
Well, that's a total of an 11.
So you see him cast out this skeletal hand. It hovers towards the hag, and as she's standing back up now, you see it try and pass through her and give off this necrotic energy, but it just passes through. She has enough fortitude to kind of repel the effects of the spell.
Fuck.
Gray is gonna go now, and he is at the front of the ship. So I'm gonna make it for Minimri and Evelyn. You make it for Salenth and Aldrich. They're all gonna make Constitution saving throws.
Well, Aldrich nat 20'd.
Oh shoot!
And Salenth, I'm assuming it's gonna be the same thing, the +3, because it's
He has it as a
it's not in his primary, but it's in his save. Yeah. Primary ability: strength, saves, strength, and constitution.
So yes, he'll do it with +3.
It's only a 9.
9. So as Gray sees the action that's happening at the back of the boat, he revs up those friars and he charges through you guys, trying to get close enough to the sea hag to do his smash attacks. In that process, you see everyone is able to kind of like keep their ground as the ship like turns side to side, up and down. It just is rocking the boat. And you see Evelyn and Salenth get knocked off the side of the boat. But as he careens through you guys, he makes his slam attack.
This is not the boat to be doing this. Alright.
So, Gray charges through. He takes a closed fist and just straight down on the hag. And you can see that as he impacts the hag's chest, she goes prone again. And now you can hear, like, it sounds like bones cracking, but it sounds more hollow. Like a chung, as he slams his fist down, dealing 10 damage to her.
So like the hollowness of a bird's bone?
Kind, yeah.
Ew! Get this thing off my fucking boat.
Next up is Minimri.
I don't know if you want me to do anything, because I don't have anything for her.
She can use the pistol as an action, and she has +3 to her dex. So for the attack roll and the damage, you can add her dexterity modifier.
Question: would a 12 have worked for Aldrich?
A 12 for
The attack?
no.
Okay. I forgot he was moralized along with Salem.
Oh, yeah.
So technically Salem's got a 10 there.
Yeah, with Gray's size and how much mass he had, like how large he is pushing through you guys, it would have.
Say a +3 for her?
Yes.
Six.
So she holds onto the gun, but having like Gray charging past her, she's still shaking. Like he's going like full sicko mode on her, and she's trying to find a good spot to shoot, and firing off. It just bing off of Gray's arm. He doesn't even notice it, but she's like shoot and tries to like get some. She looks at you like, how do I reload this? Salenth.
You know, technically I don't know how to reload these guns. Me, myself, I don't know how to.
Yeah.
Jocelyn obviously does, but I don't know how the fuck. Fucking, I guess climb back onto the boat.
So,
Can I, like, wait, can I use my movement to, like, swim closer to where the thing is and climb back on the boat there?
yes, I'm gonna say it would use all his movement, but on his next turn, he can climb up and pretty much be directly behind her, the hag.
Sure, let's do that.
Alright. So Salenth swims his way through. You can feel that there's also some tides coming through, so he has to fight against that, but he's eventually, you see his scales kind of just disappear behind the bow of the boat. Top of the round, it is you.
I can just shoot it, I guess. There's nothing else. It's knocked prone again, right?
Yes.
17!
That'll hit. Roll damage.
Seven.
Oh, jeez.
I rolled the lowest damage possible. Can I do anything else?
Actually, roll that with disadvantage.
Why?
Because being knocked prone, it gives you advantage if you're within 5 feet of her. I'm sorry.
Where the fuck is it?
Apologies for eating on stream, but I got to eat.
I wanna die.
What'd you roll? Oh no! So, as Gray is stood in front of the sea hag, the boat is still continuing to rock aggressively. And taking a step to kind of position yourself, your arm swings wide and almost hits Yizem. It kind of just ricochets off the top of the boat. And he's just like, ah! And he's just like kind of starting to back away from where all the fighting is happening. Evelyn is going to... Oh, is there anything you can do as a bonus action?
I'm still upset that them being prone gives me disadvantage. It should not.
It...
Unless they're in cover. They're not in cover. Doesn't make sense. I'll fight anyone for that type of fucking argument there. Stupid argument. Like, oh, they're a smaller target. No, the fuck they aren't.
Depending on what angle you're at.
They're on the floor, not moving. If they were standing, they could be moving.
So, you can see Evelyn is trying to climb back up onto the boat, but the waves kind of hitting her keep bringing her back down into the water. You see her try this a couple times, but to no avail. I am a fucking idiot. Okay. I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Hey, cool. I'm glad my saving throw proficiency is with dexterity and wisdom. 18.
So, you can also feel this disgust in your mind as you're trying to take the shot at the hag, but as quickly as it sort of envelops your thoughts, it disappears. Next up is the sea hag, who is going to try and hit Sir Grey here.
While prone?
She's gonna try. Well, she can use half her movement to get back up, so she can stand up and she tries to rake across his chest as well with her claws, but the claws seem to have no effect. Like, it hits his chest, and you can see a little, like, with how fast she rakes across, it looks like some sparks come off. But as she rakes, you see that, like, it doesn't seem like anything happened. Like, nothing stopped him. Aldrich.
Great, just yeet it across the world.
Aldrich. It's his turn.
So you know how I said on Saturday that I would hope I get all my bad rolls out?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I fucked my life, right? What is the plus?
+3 for this. Oh, I'm sorry. +5.
11.
So, you can see he tries again, summoning another hand, and this time he tries to, like, instead of, like, brushing through her, he tries to just place the hand on her chest, but the same thing. She kind of, like, shakes off this necrotic energy and the hand dissipates. Great. Would you like to make a command to Gray? You can use
Yeet the thing. Get rid of it.
So I'll say that while you're with your crew, you can take your reaction to give a command to someone to give a command to a crew member.
Get this thing off my fucking boat.
Time for a strength check. Oh, actually, hold on. I'm gonna do this. Yeet. Oh, jeez. Okay. So, Gray hears your command, and he tries grabbing onto both of the hag's arms. But you see that as he grabs on, she actually seems a little more resistant to it than you would imagine with such a frail figure. Like, it doesn't look like there's much muscle on her, but she gives a good fight as he's trying to restrain her. But eventually he wraps both hands around her torso where her arms are pressed together at her sides. He grabs her, picking her up, and just yeets her about 20 feet off of the boat. And she... And she is dealt 9 damage from from the crushing force of his grapple. You can see the sea hag's hair pop up, the seaweed kind of floating against the water, and just her eyes seeming to peer over the waterline. But when she takes a look at all of you, you all have a good eye on her, and when she kind of dips back down, she seems to leave a ripple behind her as she swims away.
She leaves?
Yes.
Good. Fuck her.
Congratulations, get 450 XP.
Okay, I didn't expect to get any for that. Oh, 3,500. Hold on. Let me go find the D&D leveling chart. Mainly so I can save it and put it up in the edit.
Mm-hmm.
Beautiful. Because now people can see in the VOD what the fuck I have to do to level up it now. So I need another 3,000 experience to level up.
Yep.
Oh, milestones are so much easier to level up.
You see Gray is like trying to, he's settling down now, and with the space that's that everyone's kind of given him on the back of the boat, he sits down and you feel the boat rise up a little bit at the front again. Salenth and Evelyn eventually crawl back up onto the ship. She's gone. Damn it. I was hoping to get some good swings in. It's fine, Salenth. The danger is past us.
Yeah. Hate it. Hate it.
Well, I'm sure glad that I'm here with all of you. You seem to handle yourselves fairly well.
Sorry about that, by the way.
Ah,
The whole nearly shooting you thing.
that's is no issue. Like I said, my life can be ended at any time, and I will be at peace.
Stop thinking like that.
All right, I will try. And he goes back up to the front of the boat, grabbing out some of his scrolls, and he unfolds the parchment, kind of getting your guys' bearings again. It should be about 2 more days' travel. If we start heading towards the southwest, we will be right on track.
Well, I'll take a turn rowing, I guess.
Are you sure, Captain? I feel like I've been well rested.
I mean, there's 2 oars, aren't there?
Ah. Yes, you. Move out of the way. And he's like pushing Gray off, like away from the back of the boat. He's just like, no. I need to sit here in order to row the boat. No. And he just...
Gray, please move. So we can actually move, so you're not sitting in the middle. I'm assuming you don't enjoy this area.
Front is small. And he just folds his arms.
Can you sit towards the center at least?
Roll persuasion.
My dice are, shit. 7.
7. So, you give... You understand that Gray does have a bit of a temperament. So, you try and be a little more calming instead of like a commandeering voice. But you give off that authoritative tone. And he just kind of continues sitting there, and Salenth is just like, well, I guess I'll have to use this after all. And he takes the axe and just starts smacking Gray's arm with the axe, trying to get him to just like, you big, stupid, lumbering idiots, move! And...
Stop. Stop.
Eventually Salem does stop. He looks at you. Unprofessional, Captain. I thought you were better than this, Salem. How about you come over here and try to move him?
Might actually be a good idea. Minimri. You're a pretty persuasive person.
Minimri walks over, and you can see that she's kind of like, she has her hand on Gray's other arm, and she's speaking to him in that kind of like soothing tone. Just like, we are all here as a crew. We need to cooperate with each other if we're going to survive. Please, just make some adjustments, and we will do the same in time for you.
We definitely need to learn to work together properly if we're going to be fighting a god.
We are doing that, right?
Maybe. We gotta be able to handle ourselves against other little shit first. Mostly me. I seem to be the one that gets my ass handed to me quite often around here.
Well, that is what you have us for. Ultra kind of chimes in as he's checking out the maps with Yizum. Although, that was the first time I've tried to use Chill Touch. It was not as effective as I imagined it to be.
Practice makes perfect.
After Minimri kind of gives her calming lectern to Gray, he eventually stands up and the whole boat just whoosh, the front end lifts off the ground, and he just kind of maneuvers himself into the middle where he's planted, and the mast is pretty much like, he pretty much has his legs on both sides of the mast, and he's just sitting there still kind of like disgruntled, but he eventually moves. And you two have your spots now where you can start rowing further.
Sean has finally made it into the stream.
Hey, what's up, Sean? How's it going?
After I pestered him.
I don't know how long you're hanging around, if you're hanging around at all, but thank you for stopping by. So, you are now sailing on toward the island. 2 days pass. Everything seems to be pretty smooth. You guys have some dinner conversations, and you learn a little bit more about everybody. Evelyn is an only child. You learn that Salenth was brought into the military at a young age because his father was actually a soldier. Minimri, you know,
We're gonna be quizzed on this later.
Minimri actually lost both of her parents.
Of course.
But ended up living with her grandmother at a young age. Yizum goes off about like some group he went with where they were trying to find like honey in this giant like beehive, and you know they almost got killed by a giant werebee, and he kind of goes off on a tangent a little bit.
What the fuck?
And it was crazy times back then. Not dissimilar to this hag that you all fought. Those were my days of being in my prime, though.
I'm just putting Winnie the Pooh quest next to Easy here.
And Aldrich doesn't really speak much. Like, he hears everybody's stories, and he nods and responds, but he doesn't really go into a story. Gray, he goes off in Terran, and then Evelyn's just like, we still need to teach you common. And he just goes back to kind of just like putting his hand in the water, because he doesn't need to eat. He sees all you guys eating, and he's just like, I'm bored. So he's just like passing his hand through the water, kind of having it kind of breeze through, creating that slight ripple. Small little bonding session.
Probably the only thing I can give them that they don't know about me is just I have no idea who my father is, essentially.
Oh no!
I left at a young age.
Sorry if my webcam went out.
As far as Jocelyn knows, he was a elven adventurer, and he passed through the town, hooked up with Jocelyn's mother, and then kept on his adventuring.
You've never heard from him?
Nope. No idea who he is.
Evelyn,
if I meet him, I meet him. If I don't, I don't.
Evelyn just kind of puts a hand on your shoulder. Just like, families are tough sometimes. But we get through it in our own ways, you know?
I always figured if I got my name to be spread around, I might meet him.
And we will be sure to do that, Captain. You've been one of the more understanding leaders in our time. You have definitely earned our place. And your place in our stories. Now, see, there was one time where we were going through the mountains, and we and Yizem just goes back off on another story. At some point,
fucking eye. A fucking eyelash like fell off into my eye.
Oof.
Oh, it hurts. It hurts a lot.
At some point, he says he met a fairy, and like, she took him to the Feywild, and they had fruit together. But it starts getting pretty twisted up towards the middle point.
Seems so mad.
Eventually, everyone goes to sleep, and you all wake up the next morning. It's actually a relatively cloudy day. You can get this sense around you that there seems to be a lot of pressure, kind of like just in the air.
Feel a little pressure.
Right in the dome. And you can see that a little bit up in the distance, it turns from cloudy to blackened. And you can see large lightning strikes hitting the surface of the water. Thunder booming out from this storm. And eventually hitting you guys with sort of a rough wind that pushes the boat a little bit.
I don't care, BattleNet. Fuck off. Just told me Sean entered Destiny 2.
Oh.
I don't know why. Oh, I turned off the notifications from BattleNet. So it's storming and I want to die.
Mm-hmm. About right.
I want to die for other reasons than it's storming. I want to die because my dice are fucking shit.
You see, as you wake up and you start noticing this storm, you see that Gray is still awake. And he's still seated there in the exact spot he's been in for 2 days. And
Is there an island nearby? Am I the first one awake again?
Yes.
Okay, first of all, waking everybody up.
You wake everybody up, and...
Not like it's like an emergency kind of wake up. She's like, hey, get up.
Hey, fucking... Get your ass up. So, you slap everyone awake. You stab them a little bit, and it rouses them from their slumber. And you see that everyone's kind of still like, rubbing their eyes a little bit, getting adjusted. They start waking up, and you see Minimri is just like, looking over towards the storm.
Yes, Jack. Sean is playing Destiny 2.
Yes. I
He's about as addicted to that game as you are. But you both work, so you can't play it 24/7.
That doesn't look too good.
Is there an island nearby?
Yizem wakes up and he looks through his maps. It looks like it looks like the islands that we're looking for are just past this. We will need to take a slight right turn through the storm, but we will be there if we get there.
Well, let's make haste through it then.
Here we go again. And you see sailors.
Ah, shit, here we go again.
And you see Salenth is opening up the sails. You can feel that gust of wind hit the sails again and lurching forward. Everyone else kind of like gets into the 2 oaring spots. You can see that Gray and Evelyn are manning the roars.
Rear oars?
The rears.
Roars.
The oars. Salenth is manning the sail.
XD.
Aldrich and Yizem are towards the front, kind of giving a guiding eye to the front, and you are there, captaining. I need you to roll a commander check.
That's a skill that I have.
So, you'll make a roll, you'll add your wisdom, plus your charisma.
Do I add my proficiency because I'm proficient in wisdom?
I'm gonna say add +1. It'd be half your proficiency bonus.
19.
So, going on through this storm, the waves get larger and larger. The lightning now hitting the sea, you can almost feel the heat and the electricity sort of on the hairs of your skin. And the wind picks up immediately, hitting like the lining of the storm. You're racing through. And it seems like at one point you guys almost hit a wave and hit through the side of it. So it's pretty much surfing a boat. You get through, around, and you can see that there's this huge wave, probably like 50 feet tall wave that busts through. You have the idea to get yourselves as aerodynamic as possible. Salenth closes up the sails. Gray and Evelyn pull off the oars. And you guys pretty much barrel straight through this wave. You have enough timing where you have Evelyn and Gray pushing the oars through. As you guys hit into this wall of water, they pull the oars away. You guys sort of dip down into the water and then start floating up. You crash out of the water line, hitting the water. The boat, halfway filled with seawater now. You can see that the rain just pours down on you guys. But eventually, you have people getting out water. Sailin continues working with the sails, and you guys make it through the storm.
Swiggity swiggy.
Except, roll perception.
I hate you. Alright, which dice is gonna fail me now? This one. Yeah. Hell yeah. 12.
The biggest
I've
thing.
used bathroom.
Ah.
Really badly.
So, how you guys doing? Hope you're doing well. I don't know how long this stream's going to be, because we spent literally an hour and 15 minutes recapping the first 5 sessions. So, I'm going to gauge. Trying to figure out Prepare. Yeah, it's got a little bit of a learning curve, but once you figure it out, once you figure out like the basics of it, it's easy enough to just look for what you need to do, like, as they come up. Like, just cutting and bringing down levels, stuff like that. Like, that's easy enough to just get the gist of.
Premiere's fun.
Premiere's
It's an easier one to learn out of everything. It
Honestly,
just sucks
yeah.
of how expensive it is. If you do like the subscription for everything from Adobe. But again, like, you do get fucking how many programs if you have the subscription?
like 20 something.
Yeah, you get a fuck ton of things, so I can't complain too much about their pricing, but at the same time, it sucks. There's also plenty of tutorials online, so.
So, as you look around, you start making a head count. Gray, Aldrich, Evelyn, Salenth, Minimary.
I'm gonna fuck you. Are you kidding me? Where's the fucking no?
You
Where's a little easy?
you keep looking around twice, 3 times, 4 times, and you can't seem to locate him. And then you look back. You can see that maybe about a mile ahead of you, the storm starts clearing up, and directly behind you is everything you just went through in the past, like, 30 minutes. You don't see him around the vicinity of the boat either.
Can anybody see what happened to the fucking gnome?
Evelyn and Gray, they just shrug their shoulders. They don't see anything. You can roll, oh, and number 2. You can roll, Salenth and Aldrich. See if they got a beat on.
Do I add anything?
Aldrich has primary ability Wisdom, so he'll get a +6, and Salenth will get a +3.
Well, Salenth is nat 1.
Ooh.
17.
So, Aldrich and actually Minimary are looking around, and almost at the same time, they seem to spot him about half a mile away. You can see, as you're focusing in on the spot that they're pointing at, you can see a small head and 2 arms flailing through this large wave that's sort of passing through. Eventually, the head and his hands disappear as the wave crashes on top of him. And then you see him
Get
pop
the
up again.
ship over there.
And you see Salenth, like, tugging with both hands, just pulling the sails around. Gray's just grabbing onto the oar and just pressing down, trying to turn it as much as possible. And the whole ship turns in. It feels like there's a force. Like, it feels like there's wind pressing away from you guys. So it cuts your speed down in half.
I'm gonna dive out and swim towards him.
Make an athletics check.
I wish this was acrobatics. It would have been better. 12.
So, you start swimming out to him. You can feel the waves crash against you, and you try breathing for a second, but a little bit of seawater gets into your mouth, and you kind of like get back to the surface and start coughing a little bit. You start swimming over, another wave hits you, and eventually, maybe like 3 or 4 times, you go underneath the water and you pop back up. You get to the spot where Yizim is, but you don't see him around.
Fucking submarine noise. Dive. Dive and look.
You dive down. You don't see anything looking straight down. But you suddenly feel 2 smaller hands grab onto your wrist. And the water around you almost seems to, like, push you back towards the ship. Like, you can feel this pressure of the water against you.
Perfect. If he's grabbed onto me, feels like he's grabbed onto me. Fucking, that's great that the water's working with me right now.
You look over and you see that he's actually grabbing onto your wrist. And the water itself has almost made like a bullet type shape around you guys. It propels you forward.
And I'm gonna try to also, like, while this is happening, finagle him so he's, like, held onto my waist.
Ah.
So I have, like, better movement with my arms.
You get him pulled a little bit closer, and as you're, like, holding onto his one side, he grabs onto your belt with one hand, and with his right hand, he still has his hand out, and you feel the water push against you faster. As you guys get close to the boat, it turns up, and you feel just this heaving force on your chest and your stomach. And the water just rushes up into sort of like a geyser. And you make a dexterity save.
You know, I should just buy new dice, right? 13.
So, feeling this force against you, and then being about 10 feet in the air, you lose your bearings a little bit, and when you finally feel contact with the ship, you stumble down and land on your back. And Yizim just kind of, boop, like, stands down next to you. You see the water sort of recede, like, the geyser slowly dies down until everything becomes level. And Salenth and Gray are working on getting the boat turned back around to clear waters. Ah, that was a bit of a stare there.
What the fuck just happened? Kind of just laying there staring at the sky.
Oh, well, a trick that I learned back in my prime days seemed to come in handy now. And he just kind of like he takes his shirt off and just is like wringing it out over the side of the boat to get it a little bit drier. Slaps it back on and is kind of like looking around for scrolls. Ah, there you are. Just picking up all of his belongings.
I'm just going to glare at him.
I'm sorry about your landing. Unfortunately, I'm not really too outfitted to deal with that sort of. I'm just still glaring at him. Ah, map, yes! So, we should be heading out about this way.
How the fuck did you fall off the boat? And why did it look like you were drowning if you could just do that?
Well, we could take this route, and there's a slipstream that should be able to take us a little bit Like, he points back towards the map and is kind of trying to divert the problem.
Listen, you.
What exactly was it that happened there, Izum? Aldrich is kind of like kneeled down towards him, just trying to look at him in the eyes.
I've still yet to get up. I'm still just out there.
Izum's still like looking out the boat. It's just like, oh, we might want to avoid this area. There are some reefs here.
I need you to stop avoiding this conversation.
Fine. You asked about my fighting capabilities, and I...
Oh my fucking god, you assholes. Shut up.
What happened?
Fucking Facebook, go away. Oh my god. Group chat's just going off.
Oh my god. So you're still just on the ground?
I'm just laying there, still trying to catch my breath.
You see Gray and Salenth both reach out their hands to try and, like, help you get back to your feet.
Put both my arms out, grab both their hands.
You could feel it's just shoop, like straight up. Like
nothing.
Their athleticism is impressive.
The two biggest dudes in the fucking crew.
You get yourself up and kind of like you're like all your clothes are still like dripping wet with this grainy water.
Whatever. I'm still trying to figure out what the fuck this gnome is do. He's a fucking waterbender.
Well, I was a little ashamed of
what?
Not being able to fight alongside you guys. So I felt like maybe you did not like me. So
You are necessary for this mission. You cannot just yeet yourself off the fucking boat.
I just wanted to see if my life was worth saving.
You are an asshole.
Oh.
I'm angry about this rather than you not fighting. I'd rather you not fight and stay alive than anything else.
I'm sorry.
Don't do it again.
Yes, sure, Captain.
Jesus fucking Christ. It doesn't explain the shit you can do. What was that?
It was a trick. A friend of mine taught it to me, and
How?
He is a, what you would call an elementalist.
You can bend water to its will. You know how useful that is to... You don't need to fight when you can do that kind of shit.
I used it as sort of a last-ditch effort, but I did, for a moment, forget about it. You see Menemri, like... you see Menemri walk up to the gnome, and she just starts, like, railing into him. It's just like, you understand? Like, do you understand what could have happened if she went out there and died? Do you understand that? What if you like just drowned? What if you never got back up, alright? And then she died doing that, you know? We would have lost a good captain and for your own selfish purpose. And she just like... she gets really upset on your behalf. Like, especially with the storm that happened, like, she...
Menemri, please, calm down.
It's such a selfish thing to do. You are a terrible gnome. You are awful.
Menemri, please, stop yelling at the gnome. Stop yelling at Easy.
He just goes back to the map. It's just like, this slipstream is about 2 miles. And he's just at the front, kind of looking at the map. Just like, Minimory's still like fuming a little bit, but it's kind of to herself now. Just like, little stupid.
There's no reason to dwell on the what ifs.
It's just awful. And she eventually she walks off, and it looks like she's kind of trying to work up the mechanisms of the gun, like just examining it, see what's up with it. Aldrich goes back to Yizum and sits down, helping him navigate again. And eventually you guys are off in clear waters with the storm barreling behind you towards the mainland.
It's this island. I'd like to put my feet on land again for a little bit.
So, eventually, after a little bit of sailing, maybe about 2 hours worth of sailing, you finally get to what looks like a landmass. And
Listen to your phone. I don't know if the stream can hear that. I'm hoping. Well, now it can't because it's closer, but.
Oh, Sean's streaming.
He is?
Yeah, he just posted it. Or he just posted the link for his Twitch.
Oh. I'm following him, but on my sidebar he's still offline.
It takes a minute or two to pop up on the computer. Even on the phone, it doesn't pop up that fast.
I have the issue where I don't see Jack streaming from my notifications.
Oh.
Like, out of everyone's stream, his doesn't pop up. Like, because I've gone to a stream page to make sure, like, the notification. Hey, yeah, Short 9000 is live. But I've gone to his page to see if the notification bell was like turned off. No, it's on. I should get notifications. I just don't. It's annoying.
Let's see. I apologize for the delay.
I think the worst part right now is that Jocelyn's like getting feelings for Minimory.
Aw. This should be it. I'm sending...
But I don't want this character to get that attached to anyone because I don't trust you.
Yeah, that'd be a smart move. So, I have that up. I want to see if I can pull it up for the people on the stream here. Add up a source.
I'm getting an ad for PUBG.
Oh.
No, I'm getting an ad for PUBG on Sean's stream.
What?
I don't know. I think it's PUBG. What is this? Yeah.
Ah, I see. Sorry, people. Done. So. Actually, I'll slap it right here. That right there is what you see.
It looks like a face.
I knew someone was going to say it. I knew someone was going to make that connection. So the first thing you see is on this initial island facing you guys. It's the southern, if you were thinking like north, south, east, west. It's the southern island on the picture here. That's what you guys are approaching right now. And the first thing you see are these large moss-covered mountains edging this one island. And off to your right, you can see that little inlet where there seem to be these tall palm trees that grow inside, kind of like where the mountains make a bowl, the inside has this thick, overgrown, tropical forested area inside of it. You can see the inlet looks to be pretty clear. Doesn't look like there's anything man-made, docks, a town. You don't see much of that on there. You just see an open inlet and the forest that lies within. Well, this is it.
So let's anchor up and start exploring, see what's on these islands. See if we can find food.
That would be nice. And your crew gets up to the shore of the southern island. You guys push up onto the dock. The back end is tied off to a large rock that Gray finds. And you all are now on the coast of this small 3-island archipelago. You can hear birds chirping, but it seems to be from like everywhere. Like there's just flocks of birds that will fly above, and you can hear that cacophony kind of echo out throughout this chamber that the mountains make. This is probably the most it's similar to the island that Ivy lives on, where it's very humid, but it seems different, where like the heat almost seems to permeate through your skin more. Like where you guys are standing right now is probably the warmest part of the island.
So if we don't find anybody living here, do we have the right to name these islands?
That is in your contract. Any unclaimed island that is not owned by the mainland or another pirate organization, you can place a marker on it, and a higher official of the organization will come in and officially, like, I wouldn't say notarize, but they essentially officially claim it as theirs. So yeah, you can name it if you want.
Okay, well, let's explore a little bit, and I'll see if I can think of something.
You see that everyone is... that as you start walking off, you can hear, like, thuds in the coast, like, behind you in the sand. As you look behind you, it looks like everyone in your crew is just, like, laying down, like, on their backs on the coast, just exhausted. Gray lays halfway into the water, and the waves just kind of, like... But he's just staring straight up at the sky. It's just like... Boat. Not fun.
You guys want to stay here and set up a campsite? I'm gonna go see what I can find. Not too far off. I'm not gonna head that far out.
That would be preferred, Captain. Please. He kind of, like, Ultra kind of turns to you. It's just like, be safe. Oh, while you are exploring, here, take this. And he hands you a small kind of pyramidic, like, vial. Hands it to you.
What the hell is this?
This is a standard brew that I make for the general crew. It's a potion of healing. If you do run into some trouble, you may use that.
Knowing me, I will.
Ah, I need to come with you too. You see Yism sort of like walk up, just like, well, this isn't,
Are you sure you're not going to try to throw yourself off a cliff?
As long as we don't go on the mountains.
What is wrong with you?
My mind is an enigma.
Suicidal is what you are.
Like I said, an enigma. And he starts walking off towards the jungle, kind of just like opening up a flip book, and you can see that like the flip book that he has in his bag is soaked from being in the water, so he has to like shoot. And eventually he puts his hand up to the pages, and droplets of water start forming on the top of the parchment. Eventually they coalesce into streams that hit his fingers, and he just, with the flick of his wrist, just yes.
I thought I heard something.
Oh.
I don't know. I thought I heard like knocking.
Oh.
I'd be really confused.
Who the fuck? And kind of just flicks the water away. And he starts writing some of the details in the booklet. We should get moving, Captain.
Let's speed up to catch up to him.
Make sure you catch up, and you are now up against the tree line of this jungle. Roll a perception check for me.
None of these dice are nice. Fucking this dice. Okay, that dice is good. Solid dice. Perception, you say? 19.
Yes, sir. As you guys get up to the tree line, Yizim has stopped to kind of take note. He's looking specifically at one of the trunks of these trees, kind of examining like what type, like their density, like specifically what type of palm tree they are, and he's just kind of jotting down notes. As you're waiting for him to finish up, you look over, and
What kind of trees are these?
These are, I would say they're palm trees. But not like Florida palm trees, where they have sort of like the leaf-shaped bark coming off of it. More of like Caribbean palms, where it's essentially like a straight up like solid trunk.
I just wanted to know if it's purple or not. Purple wood. Deforest the shit out of this place to make another boat.
As you look into the jungle, you would say about 100 feet away from you, you see 3 heads pop up. They look to be the heads of horses.
Wishna?
Oh, what was that, Captain?
Fucking... There's... It's horses, I think.
Ah, we need to get their details. And he starts running into the forest.
Stop, I need your license and registration! You little fucking... Get the fuck back! Oh my god.
And he heads off into the jungle. But
I am chasing him.
You chase off after him. You're not trying... Are you trying to be stealthy about it?
No!
Okay. So...
If anything, I'm shouting Yeezy's name as I'm trying to fucking chase him.
Yeezy, you
Tell him to
bitch!
get the fuck back here.
So, as you're chasing after Yeezy, you get about 30 feet away from the horses, and you figured that from your perspective, like from how far away you were, they were just, you know, they just looked small. But walking up, you can see that these are actually pygmy horses.
They're so tiny.
They stand at the shoulder about 3 feet tall.
Oh my god! That's so small!
But as you're shouting Yizim's name, he's just like... Look at them! They're so small! And you see the horses like perk up as the rustling from your guys' footsteps and you moving through the brush. And they start taken off as a group.
Oh my god. Do not keep chasing the horses.
Well, I am certainly not in the prime of my life.
Why'd you go running off in the first place?
What if they ran off on their own? We would have never found them.
You didn't help that at all. You fucking ran at them. You scared the animals.
Well,
What if they tried to kill you?
Well, that's a mistake we'll need to learn from.
I'm going to fucking...
As you're talking with Yizam, you start hearing sounds a little bit in the jungle. They sound similar to the horses retreating, kind of that like hooves hitting the dirt, sort of like that like trotting sound. But
at this point, I'm gonna have my gun drawn.
But this time it sounds like dozens of horses. And looking a little bit into the distance, you see a stampede of pygmy horses start barreling through the jungle.
Why the fuck? Fucking...
There's more! And he starts taking off again.
Oh my god. To chase him. It's like taking care of a child.
You chase off after him.
I've seen no fruit of this fruitful harvest.
You start chasing, and he heads off after the stampede of horses. You can see that maybe about 10 minutes you're chasing him. Like he's got a second wind. He wants to catch one of these horses real bad. Eventually you guys get into a clearing. The horses stop, and they sort of turn off to the left a little bit to get away from Yizam. But they stop stampeding, and they're more just grouped up now. And you see they're all trying to like get, they're just trying to get drinks of water. You've essentially traveled into the intersection, the midmost point of this of these island formations. It essentially makes up a faux lake where the rivers intersect.
Which island are we on?
Right now, you're on the southernmost island, so the one that makes the smile. And on the other island, you see bushels and bushels of bright, colorful fruit all along the coast.
I thought you were just gonna say apples. I was like, well, Sinkar would have a field day here.
Apples. You can see that there's some that look like mangoes, where it's like red and orange peels. You can see that some of them are just in the bushes, like you see these bright green and blue berries growing off of them. You can see bananas. You can see some apples. You also see these large bulbous fruits with leaves that like the coarser leaves that sort of spread out in a stalk, and they have this very rough like peeling skin on it. But you just see that all along the coast of the island across from you. You can see that you can hear the wildlife now from the other islands kind of calling out to each other. They're sort of like roars and bird calls, and the sun kind of glows off of the water, crystal clear, kind of illuminating the coast and all the trees. And you can see that the mountains also have on the inside of them, it kind of transitions from palm trees to like almost cedar looking trees. This place is wonderful. Here, we need to get...
all that varying fruit could grow in the same spot.
It is quite strange, but this is what we were here to do. We were here to catalog. And now we know that these fruits can be plentiful.
I think I'm set on a name though. These islands. Just the Illuminados. Just translates to the Illuminated.
Oh, that's pretty cool. You gotta send me that name at some point.
You want me to send it to Google to Facebook or Discord? Which would be easier for you?
Facebook would probably be easier.
Fucking, of course I closed Facebook.
Excuse me.
And then, for stream's sake,
The Illuminados.
because that'll pop up in that little chat box when I'm recording this. The Illuminated.
I like it. So, what is your next course of action?
Well, it's on a different island, so I'm not going for. Oh my god! Stop running at things, please.
Ah, sorry.
If you want to catalog animals, you should sneak up on them. So you don't scare them.
Yes, that may be smart. They are adorable, aren't they? Kind of just like looking over towards the horses, and it's like,
They're so tiny.
3, 8. They could almost be mounts for small creatures.
For you.
Well, I just happen to be one of those small creatures, but in general, they'd be quite useful for people of my stature.
I feel like you want to ride one.
Was there something to... Was it hard to indicate that?
Well, seeing as you chased after them like a child.
Well, we all need to experience some childlike wonder every now and then.
Trust me, you're not the first one to act like this in these kinds of situations that I've met.
Can I ask you something?
You can, I can't promise an answer.
What is it that brings out joy for you? You have not shown of an abundance of it.
I don't know, honestly.
Oh, we all need something. Maybe that is something you should consider looking towards. Something to bring you joy.
Well, how about we start with this? How about you be a little more cooperative?
Ah, I can do that. They are fine specimens. And you see the horses, like, after they take their drinks, they kind of just slowly start moving off, not as a stampede, but they kind of just, like, migrate over to another portion of the island. And eventually they disappear through the trees. I need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
Hello? D20s? Where'd you go? 18.
What is your next course of action? You can see that Yizum is done cataloging the horses, and you've expressed you don't want to go to the other island, so he's kind of just awaiting your instruction.
I'd like to head back to camp with some of the knowledge we have. Because if we can get everybody to the island with the fucking... We can get back. We can scavenge more.
Yes, yes. I think that is wise. And as you turn around, you can feel that underneath your left foot, it doesn't feel like there's a lot of support there. You feel your weight kind of tip into your foot, but you start feeling that empty spot and you draw back, and you can see that some of the grass and the dirt in that spot crumbles away, and eventually it makes what looks like a carved out circle with a pit about 5 feet down and roughly carved wooden spikes staked upwards in the pit.
What the fuck?
Fascinating.
I could have died. That is not fascinating.
But there are people here.
That is worse.
And through the tree line, you see a dart flying towards you. Make another dexterity save.
I wish I could just quick draw shoot the fucking thing. 21.
So so looking into the tree line, you see it with enough time where it looks like it's gonna hit your neck. That seems to be its target. But whoosh, you bring your back, kind of arching it, and it flies into the water. You see a couple more darts fly out from the bushes this time. And 2 of them hit Yizum.
I think you only need 1 for easy. He's a fucking gnome.
This... make me sleep. And he collapses.
I'm drawing my pistol.
Drawing your pistol out, you can see figures emerge out of the bushes and holding up stone-tipped spears towards you are bullywugs.
Oh my god, why? I can only think of my character, that's why.
Yeah.
Fucking...
Oh. God.
Do you guys speak common? Kind of holding my
One of them holds up his finger. It's just like, give us a second.
Give you a second. What the fuck?
Give us a second.
Is that a yes?
That not canon. Not canon.
Give us a second.
So you know the aliens in Rick and Morty? Their language.
Ah, yes. The aliens. From Rick and Morty. You know, those aliens. Which fucking aliens from Rick and Morty?
The blue ones that explode.
Oh my god, yes, I know which one you're talking about.
They sound like a warbled version of that as they speak to you. And you see one of them. He seems to approach you. And he has on what looks like what would look like a hemp shirt that kind of goes with coattails going down to the ground, and hemp pants. And they just seem to be adorned from top to bottom with leaves and pieces of bark. He steps forward and he points his spear towards Yizum. And you see 3 of them walk up towards Yizum, and they're grabbing his body, kind of like bringing him towards the tree line.
Hold up that fucking... I'm firing a shot at them.
You aim towards the ground. And it hits between 2 of them, and they're just like, and they hold up the spears towards you, and then everyone just raises the spear. The one in the hemp shirt kind of just walks up to you and goes up to like poke you in the side.
And I aim my gun at him. Who the fuck are you? Can you understand me?
They all start looking at each other, and then they look to the one in the hemp shirt. And he like puts up one hand, and they all stop. He looks towards you. And then he continues to speak in Bullywug.
I can't understand you.
And sort of like he like lifts up his shirt, and he seems to pull out what looks like a small stone. And he presses it into his larynx almost. Like you can see that he presses it in, and then the skin kind of forms around it. You are on my land.
Not that much.
You are considered.
Oh, it was yours.
You're considered trespassers. You need to come with us.
Hi, Taylor.
Taylor. Oh shit! What's up, Taylor? How's it going? Glad you can stop by. I like the Pikachu emote as well. I enjoy that. Yeah, thank you for stopping by. This was actually going to be the cutoff point for this session.
Bad timing.
Unfortunately, I'm sorry that I'm sad, but I have Taco Bell. Taco Bell? That it's the craving food. I love it when I'm drunk. That's about it. But still comes in clutch. Yeah, I was about to cut it off here. Look, this last event was Jocelyn and Yizum seemingly being asked to join a tribe of bullywugs that are residing on its island.
Okay, Yizum can't be ass shit. He's knocked out cold.
Yes. Well, he is involved. He is involved in this transaction. Well, kind of, but not really. So yes, he says you are considered trespassers. Yes, I will make sure. Okay. What happened is let me give you a short story time right here. All right. So
The stream last time did end. It just started again.
It started up again. What happened was, okay, quick story time. So, the last stream, it started a little bit later because we were trying to figure. I also see that I have like a line, makes it look like I got a scar there. But what happened last time was OBS Streamlabs wasn't working for me. What happened was, since I moved time zones, it had to find a new server. So while I was messing with that, and before I figured out the server thing, I was messing with the settings, and I put a hotkey to start the stream, because there was a forum that said that would work, and you know, if you like restart it and have that up, you should be able to do it. Didn't work. I forgot that I put that hotkey on, so I left, had dinner, came back, and started texting Geordi through Messenger, and I pressed the S key, and that started stream for an hour and a half. And I just sat here watching YouTube. But that is fixed. I have that off. That's not going to be an issue anymore.
They're not a good idea when you set them to like a really common key.
Yeah,
if you set them to one of the function keys, it's fine.
I literally set it to S for start. But it was literally like, I only sent one message to him, and then I started going off on YouTube. Literally the last letter I sent to him was S. So if I had typed a different message, it would have never happened. But it happened. So now I had to fix that.
Funny.
But I will make sure to end stream this time. But thank you for reminding me. Yes. So we're going to cut it off there. The crew have arrived on the island, which has been named by Jocelyn under the title The Illuminados, translated to the Illuminated. And they are now being confronted by a tribe of bullywugs. So we will see what happens next week. A couple things. So, Geordi, if you want to mention your channel and your happenings.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm got my YouTube channel, Retro Tendo. I am posting a video a day, except for Saturdays and Sundays. Eventually, I will be doing a different video each day. Right now, I got 3 different series going up: Crash Team Racing, Psychonauts, Resident Evil, no, 4, and Minecraft with Sean. So check that out if you want. If you want to just watch gameplay. On a bonus, I will be recording this for VODs, but they will be going up on Matt's channel at Sync the Dragon on YouTube.
Yep.
Because Twitch does not hold these videos long enough. Mm-hmm. So at the beginning of the stream, there was a 5-episode recap.
Mm-hmm. That's why if people, I think Jack, if he's still here, we had about half of the time for the session this week, so we could go through that recap. But next week we will have a full 3-hour session. So that was just for then, because we wanted to get that recap and then have it set up for VOD. So Geordi will be recording it. He'll be editing out anything that, any gaps or things that we might want to take out, and then they'll be uploaded to my channel
and such.
Right. And then we will have it posted on my channel, Sync the Dragon, just on YouTube. So that's where you'll be able to go. I'll also have it in the panels, just for people who show up and want to go to it. It will be in the panels down there to go to it. So yeah, that's the setup. Hopefully this will be in the YouTube channel pretty soon. And thank you for joining us. We will talk to you on the next adventure.
Later.
See ya.